Hi, everybody. So I did a little poll and it was 50-50 split. So you're going to get a little print tour vlog and a little preview vlog after of the thing that I'm currently working on, the next big project. So you might have seen, if you saw any of the episodes of 20-minute TTRPGs, that I have a new backdrop, and it's because I moved. And now this white wall needed some decorating, and then I misjudged how tall I am, which is why they're so high up compared to where I'm sitting. But I will still be filling more stuff in, so I figure that it's okay. But I thought I'd give you guys a little tour of what's up there, as well as some other cool game and design print stuff that I was able to get at the big sale that they had at the printers. Of course, a lot of you might remember, I will put the picture of the thumbnail here, the video that I did about the How to Be a Better Gamer poster. It was very fun to finally have it like printed out and up here as like one of the, photo shoots and stuff that I was like most proud of that year that I did. And then we have these beauties. The divas. Anyway, I started, I think at this point almost 2 years ago, drawing like character ice cream designs. And I haven't shared them yet because I've just continued building on the same project. So I like My Hero Academia, as you can maybe tell. And I really like the structure of like in-universe stuff that they have, like that they have merchandise that there's like, it's very grounded, not in a grimdark way, but in a like logistics way that I find fascinating. And so I was like, well, obviously in this universe, they would have character ice creams of all of the heroes. So I was like, all right, let's take when the manga's over, everybody's a pro hero. So I used their pro hero designs and I made ice cream, basically like ice cream illustrations for, I think at this point, 18 characters in the show, and I have plans for 18 more. And then for some of them, I made these little fake ads because I was like, back in the 2000s, this would have totally been like a character ice cream ad or something in like a Target catalog or a Family Fun magazine or like an American Girl. I could totally see this also in like a Teen Vogue back then. And so I made these fake print ads. So that one says, cool down with the Pink Power Couple's official summer treat. And then underneath it in real small, it says, available now at a kiosk near you, only while supplies last. Always check allergen labels. The Hero Commission and affiliated brands are not liable in the event of an allergic reaction. For more information and purchasing info, please contact Merchandising Hero Cutest Patoot. That's me. So this Euro Bubble, which I came up with logos and names and branding for all of them. So this is Euro Bubble, the official Euravity ice cream. That's her. And then this is Pinkie Pops, the official Alien Queen ice cream, because I refuse to accept that her name Alien Queen was rejected. And I've decided her hero name is not Pinkie because I hate it. So they're all pink, and this one is pink. So I printed this one. I have a bunch. I'll show you guys real quick here, but not too much because we're coming back to that project later. And then this stunner right here. This one's really fun. I made this shortly before the move, so in January, and it's actually repurposed scans of real physical paintings, like acrylic paintings that I did 8 years ago, where this is actually the original. This is yellow. And I think in the middle there's something blue, but you can't see it because I have this on top. But I actually scanned in these paintings that I made via tape and paint and rearranging them on watercolor paper. And then I cut like the bottom of another scan of another one of the paintings off, put it on top so it was kind of like mosaiced. And then I made like in Procreate, I wrote out the lyrics of like Haven't You Heard, I'm the Internet Girl, which is Internet Girl is a song by Katseye, which is a band I really like and I've been listening to a lot, and it's one of their newer songs that I really, really liked. And so I was like, I put a little Mac, I think it's a Mac, it might just be a Lenovo or something, I don't know. It's like a laptop, I colored it pink, and then the screensaver is actually a painting that I made digitally off of a sketch from 9 years ago of something that I never actually like painted. So this was a big full circle moment because nothing in art is ever wasted. And like I said, I really like it with the character ice creams, but I also really love Scooby-Doo. So I actually think I did these around the same time as I did the original SKU of My Hero Academia ones. These are the girls and mascot from Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School, which is one of my favorite Scooby-Doo movies. And I loved designing them. I also designed separate like individual posters for each of them, which I really loved and had a lot of fun making. And when I did this, I had not yet made my board game, Faster Ace Kill Kill. I thought it was going to be a TTRPG. So I had a little like bottom text here just to like kind of have something here. I had such faith in myself. I knew I was going to make it. I just didn't know exactly what it was going to be. And then it was beautiful. And we'll talk about that one next, actually, because I was able to print the game board as a poster. So famously, for board game design, one of the biggest hindrances in also getting your game out there, getting people to play it, is the fact that physical manufacturing of board games is insanely expensive and sometimes very tough to crowdfund logistically. It's a lot. It's a lot more than printing zines, which is already not nothing. Sorry, I got a frog in my throat for a second. Your throat ever just get fucking dry for no reason? Amazing. Anyway, I have designed the board cover and stuff of the game, cards and everything, but printing them out like full proper as like a board, foldable, all that, like I can't afford to do that right now. So I was like, well, if I printed a poster and I made it flat enough, there's no reason why you can't play on that. Don't sneeze now. Take fucking 3. Anyway, for less than $5, because of the sale, it would otherwise be, I think, $12. This is the board for Faster Ace Kill Kill. I had to add some margins so that it would fit into the print right, but this is a board you can play on this. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. And if I can, the next time they have a sale, which they have them pretty often, I'm going to print a poster that is 2 designs. So one half will be like, this is like 2 4s will fit on there. I can put the cards with their front and back designs, and then I can just cut them out. And this is like thicker, so like I can get the matte for like 80 cents more. And then it'll be nice matte thick cards that I can cut out and then like fold. So the front and back, And then I'll have the cards to play with, and if I really wanted to, I can also print out the tokens, but I currently have just been using the like little wooden tokens from like other board games that I actually already have, and the dice from, my dice collection or from games I already have, and that was it. So that's a really cool way to prototype, I think, your board game if you don't have the funds to immediately start out with like full manufacturing. Also, you can ship these if you're there, if you're at that point, in an envelope. You don't need to have like complex board game shipping. You can have an envelope. Real fans will do it. They'll buy it. I mean, I think they would. And immediately I was like, well, if we're doing the one, let's do the both. So this is the board game that I most recently designed called A Walk in the Park. It's inspired by Nintendogs. There's also a vlog on that. Don't poke yourself in the head with it. I used also a little wooden game piece from player piece from a game that I had, like an old game from when I was a kid, and just 1d6, like the game says. And then with this one, the cards are, because with this one you can play by yourself, so I was able to actually play this and play it on the mat and everything, and it went perfectly. It was so fun. It had exactly the intended emotional impact of getting occasionally frustrated with my dog that doesn't exist, for not wanting to go into the store easily or immediately, or for needing to poop 800 times. So tested, solo play, confirmed, excellent, perfect. So I'm really looking forward to getting to play this with another person on this mat, and then being able to test it like that and seeing which one of us can walk our dogs faster and fulfill our agendas faster. And have the most or least adventurous walk, depending on what your goal is. So yeah, I mean, look, I can't speak to the actual sales numbers because I haven't tried it yet, but I'm interested in selling a very small batch. Next time they have a sale, I can pre-order them, and then I'll just have a couple copies. When I mean small, I mean like less than 20. small batch of testing, and also because I want to like test like printing on the envelope, you know, how that would go. You know, printing on an envelope so that it's nice, has like the game's cover design, and then I can put that into like just a shipping envelope and then ship it like that, and it should be fine. It should arrive fine. You can also roll these. I did get them rolled up and they became flat very nicely, very easily. There's no problem with that. So I'm really interested in maybe doing a limited release of some of my board games, poster print style, and they are really high quality prints, so would it be worth it? We'll see. I have to do like the math, and also I have other projects that you'll see in the next vlog that come first, but I'm really interested in that. So tell me what you guys think about that, if you guys would be interested in trying something like that, buying something like that. I could also keep shipping really low comparatively because it's a fucking poster. And then there's these two. So these, oh fuck me. Okay. Oh. These are two posters that I designed. That one right before the move, that one a little bit after. These are two poster like designs. They're a lot bigger. They're a lot bigger than the previous ones. But they are from two of my favorite bands. So that is inspired by the band Corner Shop, and that is inspired by the group Baby Girl. And I really like having like stuff that displays music that I love and musicians that I love, but I'm not always a huge fan of whatever current merch is going on. Also, people don't really sell posters anymore. Definitely not ones that fit my aesthetic or my colors. So this is inspired by my favorite Corner Shop song, currently my favorite Corner Shop song. That it switches back and forth a lot, but this is definitely always one of my favorites, which is Lessons Learned from Rocky 1 through Rocky 3. Which is kind of represented there. And then this is inspired by the song All Is Well, which I'll get a little closer. I'll also put up digitals real quick so you guys can see what they actually look like, high quality. This is inspired by the song All Is Well from their current album, Stay Here Where It's Warm, which is their first full studio album. And I also did a video once recreating their album cover art for one of their EPs, which I will pop here also. And you should go to my channel and check if you haven't seen it yet, because it was really fun. So those are the posters and decor that I had printed. And yet still there is one more. I hope this phone doesn't fall down. Because I need two hands for this, which is, ta-da! I'm so proud of this one. It is from, wait, where is it? There it is. Night in the Woods. I designed this last year. I came up with the concept 2 years ago or so. I printed a couple of these because I wasn't sure if my idea was going to work. It does. This is a constellation map inspired by kind of the constellation maps you used to be able to buy on Nasty Gal and ModCloth and stuff back in the 2010s. I used to have them. And these are the constellations from the game, plus a couple constellations that I created inspired by some of the characters that you play, like that one. And in between I put some other smaller stars, but then as you can see, all of the bigger stars in the constellations are a little thicker. And that's because I paint them over, hand dot, takes a while and it aches, but it's worth it, with glow-in-the-dark paint. And then you have a functional glow-in-the-dark constellation poster, and I'm really happy that so far it's executed really well. It doesn't show up that well on camera, on this camera, but you'll have to trust me, it looks real good. I will keep experimenting, because this one isn't painted yet. The one that's painted I don't have anymore, because I already sold it. I still have to paint a couple. And then maybe I'll be able to get better footage of it here. We'll see. But I'm very proud of that. And I was able to print that one right before this round. So this is the matte paper, which I thought was better because I thought it would make sure that it didn't reflect light that would distract from the glow-in-the-dark parts. And so far I think that was the right choice. I think it was a good choice. But yeah, that is the current art and prints wrap-up. And this will be relevant in a backer kit situation potentially very soon. I say potentially, it will be. This is one of the things that I'm doing, but I still have to finish designing the product for that one. And maybe if you keep your eyes out and you feel so inclined, you might eventually be able to take such poster home with you with a different design. This design I also want to sell and do small batches, but I still have to figure out the best way to set up a shop front. So far I've only sold prints of things kind of privately. Somebody contacted me and went, hey, I love this, can I buy this? Hey, do you have a print of this? To which I'd say, I can make one. And then I did. I've sold a print of this, and I've sold a poster of the We Were One design without the text on it. So it's just kind of like a cool modern, more mod than modern, probably pop arty wrestling fan piece of decor, which is great. And yeah, I'll even sign them if you hit me up and you want to buy one. I'll sign it in my little silver gold Sharpie for you. But yeah, that is the print wrap up for now. Much more to come still, I'm sure. Bye guys, see you very soon.